What we do here is go back.
The ESRB rating for this game is M for mature 17+. This content is not made for children. In the description below the information for this video, you will find a link to the ESRB rating for this game. For information about this rating, please click on that link. Thank you. Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to start adding what you saw there at the beginning of all my videos. Doesn't make a difference if it's Call of Duty, Fortnite, what it is. I'm going to start adding that at the beginning of my videos. I spoke to the people over at ESRB, people that do the ratings for the games. They would not let me use their logo that they put on the boxes of the games, but they said I could do that the way I did it and say this game's rating is the way I had it, but they did also ask me to take and put a link in the description, as I mentioned, going over to the game ESRB's page. And I have to say, I did not know that page exists, and when I first did that, went over, and there's a lot of information that talks about the game. A lot of people just think that rating stops and the information you get for that rating is it. There's actually an individual game page rating you can take a look at, and if you click that link in the description, it'll take you to that. Finished off the last season at level 155, and I was actually a little mad. I was mad because the fact is the game forced me to stop playing. And you might be wondering, why did the game force you to stop playing? Well, once you get to level 155, you don't get XP for anything. So any missions, any challenges you do, you might get the icons, the rewards, but you get no XP for them. Any of the ribbons that you do, you get no XP for them. So why waste the time? Why waste that XP and just wait for the next season to come out? So I really do not like the way this is set up. I wish we'd go back to where we can just prestige and continue on. I think that system is a whole lot better. But because I got to level 155, I unlocked this light machine gun. I'm assuming it's a blueprint. I have not even checked it out yet as of the point making this video. But again, it's something free. I'm assuming because I got to level 155 because it shows the 5-star general right there. When you log in, you're now going to see 4 different options instead of the campaign and multiplayer and co-op. You're also going to see store now. When you go into the store, you're going to see a bunch of different stuff you can go and check out. I'm not necessarily going to show you all of it. Some of it is, pricey, but if you want to pay for it, that's on you. Personally, I don't think the makers of this game deserves any of your money right now, and I don't. Make them earn your money, folks. Make them earn your money. When you go into the Battle Pass, you're going to see the Welcome to the Battle Pass screen. You might be saying that, and you're saying, how did I get the Battle Pass for free? And I'm going to show that to you. Here it talks about the Battle Pass, and when it talks about when you unlock it, it tells you things you can get. There's 100 tiers. Also, you can get 1,300 COD points along the way. So if you spend 1,000 COD points, which is actually $10, you can actually get 300 COD points back along with your 1,000. So you're actually coming out ahead. But you got to get the tier 100 to do that. And Executive Ace, I saw his video this morning before I started putting this together, and they're pulling the same BS they pulled with Black Ops 4, folks. The same BS. He is saying that it's going to take over 200 hours to go from start to finish on this Battle Pass. To hit rank 100 on this Battle Pass, it's going to take over 200 hours, 8 days playing time. Now, I don't remember if that is better or worse than last time, but the one thing that really makes me mad is that somewhere along the lines, when I was doing all this and recording all this, and if I come across it, I'll point it out to you, it talks about special ops, how you can play multiplayer and special ops. The only people that have special ops is PlayStation. Now, it might have said Spec Ops. I don't know. I haven't played any of that yet, so I'm not really for sure. So there might be a version of that that is available to us for unlocking this. So again, don't hold me to that point. But I know if it is special ops, I think that is BS, because the only people who have access to that is PlayStation. But again, if you're going to get 20 tiers for free, even if you do not unlock your battle pass. So there is stuff that you can get if you don't want to buy anything, which I think is nice. And I think it was kind of set up like that last time. The first event, all that stuff was free, if I'm not mistaken. Then they started charging for stuff. Again, don't hold me to it, because after I scored my big game, and I'll talk to you about that in a second, I stopped playing Black Ops 4. So again, hopefully they fix this. But also, I noticed as I'm reading this screen while I'm doing the voiceover for this video, look where it says, how does it work? Look at the third line down. Tiers are unlocked just by playing multiplayer or special ops, as you normally would. Now, if I'm not mistaken, special ops is only available to PlayStation. I don't know. I'm only playing multiplayer, okay? But I recall that big thing coming out and it ticking everybody off that PlayStation was getting special ops for 1 year before anybody else would get it, which made absolutely no sense, because by the time everybody else could get special ops, the new Call of Duty would be out. Black Ops 5, if that's what it's going to be called. So yeah, I was talking about that a second ago, and I just realized it's on the screen right in front of me as I was talking about that and didn't realize it. Let's talk about the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass has 6 new blueprints. Couldn't think of it there for a second. 6 new blueprints that you can unlock, as well as 2 new weapons. Tier 99, the Corruptor, which Noah J456 has said it is extremely broken, and Tier 85, the Gilded. Both these weapons are new weapons. Again, all this stuff can be unlocked, but they've got this set up to where, unless you're playing a whole lot, folks, you're going to have to purchase tiers to advance in this. And again, I think it's absolutely BS. It's not like Fortnite, where you play Fortnite and it's a free game, you buy the Battle Pass. Then if you want to spend $1.50 to advance, that's one thing, because you're not paying to play the game. Here, you got to spend $60 for the game, then you got to buy the Battle Pass, which in my case, I didn't buy the Battle Pass. I got the Battle Pass for free. So let's go ahead and talk about how I got my Battle Pass for free. Here's your Battle Pass buy-in screen, and it shows your current tier is 0. You can also see there on the right hand side, this Battle Pass, when I record this on day 1 of the season 1, it lasts for 61 days. 61 days, folks. That is a long time for this Battle Pass to last. That's, basically a full 2 months. You got 30 days in 1 month, you got 31 days in another month. So this Battle Pass is going to last for a full 2 months before we get season 2. So you do have the 61 days to advance your tiers to that tier 100. But here you can see you got the option of paying $10 to unlock the Battle Pass, or you can pay $24, which is 2,400 COD points, to unlock it, and you get the first 20 tiers plus a bunch of other stuff unlocked instantly. You don't have to advance it. So again, we are talking about buying this Battle Pass, or getting this Battle Pass for free. I did not buy this Battle Pass, or I did not use money to get this Battle Pass. You see I have 3,500 COD points up there, but I did not buy those COD points, folks. And this is how I got those 3,500 COD points. Going back to Black Ops 4 again. Remember when we was talking about, or I was talking about, the game and everything, and on how it took to rank up the Battle Pass, or the event, wherever they called it in Black Ops 4, who cares? But anyway, how long it took to rank that up, and Executive Ace said this was going to take 200 hours, and we had the same problem in Black Ops 4, and eventually they fixed it. Well, they're not going to fix it in this game. You forget about that, because you're not paying for anything in this game. You're not paying $50 for a season pass. All the content in this game is free. If you want to buy the battle pass, you can, or you can just play and get the 20 free items along the way. There is 20 items you can unlock for free. It doesn't cost you anything. But back in Black Ops 4, I purchased a special edition that gave me my COD points. And I do not buy COD points. I will never buy COD points. If they put out a COD game, if they put out a Call of Duty game that is playing the way it's supposed to be playing, and they're supporting it the way they should be supporting it, then maybe I will spend money on COD points. That hasn't happened in a long time. So needless to say, I haven't bought COD points in a long time. You can search all my Call of Duty videos and you will not see me purchasing any COD points in any of my videos. That will never happen. You will not see any COD points up there until we had Black Ops 4, and that's when I got the 3,500 for free. And just so you know, here's a screenshot from back in Black Ops 4. You can see there's nothing in the shop history. You see the inventory right there. The only thing that's even in there is the free stuff that we got for the Shamrock event. That is it. Nothing else is in there. You see I had 107 cases to open. I was waiting for the new event to start because I'm not going to purchase COD points. And it was rumored at the time that if you open up a bunch of cases at one time instead of one here and one there, you got a better chance of getting stuff. Well, folks, when I took and opened up, and this is probably the reason why I don't buy COD points, when I took and opened up my cases, I think I had 100, well over the number you see there when I opened these up when the event started. There was over 2,000 items in the inventory, okay, of stuff that you could open. The very first set of cases that I opened up were duplicates. That's the exact reason why I do not purchase COD points. Then you got this lady from EA Games, and I still, to this day, I cannot believe that she made one of the most stupidest comments that has ever been made, and she just got so roasted over this comment. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the comment what I'm talking about. Here is that clip where this guy's asking her about, actually both of them, both companies, about loot boxes. Listen to her comment.
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
whatever term you wish to apply to them. Do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Watch this in slow motion. She cannot even keep a straight face. She is bold-faced lying to this person, and they're going to call them surprise mechanics. They're going to put them in the same category as a Kinder Egg. Are you kidding me? Do you think people would really spend money on opening up things if they knew they already had them? That's the whole problem with the system that they can't get through their heads. People will not spend money on something if they know when they open it they've already got it. Show them what they're going to buy and they'll spend money. And just take Fortnite for example. They make a killing off of Fortnite. It's a free game. People can see what they're spending their money on in the store. If they've already got the item purchased, it says owned and it has a green check mark on it. So there's no need of buying a second time. I don't think you can't even buy it a second time because you already own it. So this is what basically Call of Duty has done. They started it last season with Black Ops 4, and it was horrible on the way they did it. Now they're bringing it back again this season here. And it's a little better than it was last season, but you can guarantee there's going to be a whole lot more to purchase in the store, but at least you know what you're getting, and there's no supply drops. So we're going back to this here, and you can see, again, that's how I got my 3,500 COD points. I refused to spend them in Black Ops 4 because of the status of that game. You know, I was not going to waste money on that. I was not going to waste their money. That's $35 there, folks. Why would I put that money into a game when they want to charge you $1 for a reticle, $30 for a hammer? And it still boggles my mind people actually bought that. And the people that spent the $30 for the hammer and $1 for the reticle are the problem of the game. When you see insane transactions like that, you do not purchase them. I mean, again, I go back to Fortnite. People are always complaining that, you know, some people's got way too many skins, some people's got way too many skins, but at least they know what they're getting. Okay? With Modern Warfare, we've got no supply drops. So what they said at the beginning before the game came out was true. People thought they was lying because they saw the word loot in the beta of somebody's gameplay. But if I was you, and you know, I was going to do this, I would purchase the $10 pack. Now I do purchase the $24 pack only because I'm getting the 1,300 COD points back. So it's like, you know, I'm spending a 10. I could have spent the 10 and that way I would gain 300 back, but I'm not really worried about that because I'm not going to spend these COD points on anything. Now if they add creative classes and stuff like that, yes, I might use the COD points because that's something I need for my big game. And talk about my big game, let's talk about that for a quick second. You can find the link to this video in the description, but again, you can see it right there. 600,000 plus XP in one game, 79 rewards unlocked in one game, 20 pages of rewards I opened up, folks. 20 pages of rewards, 10 plus levels. And do you want to see what that looks like without seeing the gameplay? Take a look at this. This is what a 600,000 plus XP game looks like when you're opening up all these rewards. Watch these ranks just come flying through here, folks. Absolutely insane. And I scored all that and I only got one level. You can see here we are on page 1. Here is page 2 of the rewards. Again, 20 pages of rewards, folks. I mean, look, I unlocked all my gold, my diamond, my dark matter. You see the dark matter logo right there. You see these calling cards, something you can't do in this game. Look, you got a calling card right there, 10,000 XP. Because this was double XP, that was a 20,000 XP calling card. All this was done in one game, folks. And again, if you want to see the gameplay of this, the link will be in the description. You can see it's clear as day. It says 600,000 XP. And this is by far the highest XP game I've ever scored. And right there, page number 20. 20 pages of rewards. I was one reward shy of 20 full pages of rewards. You see those diamond right there? XP, 5,000 XP, that's actually 10,000 XP for each one of those, folks. And that's where I was sitting at. And when I started that off, I was on level 44. So I actually went 12 levels. Insane. I put 10 plus levels, so it was actually 12 levels is when I went. And when I figured out the XP, that's why I said 600,000 plus XP, because on my chart for Black Ops 4, I know how much XP I needed for every rank. But because of all the calling cards and everything that I needed, I don't know what the exact number was. It could have been 700, 800,000. It could have been 1,000,000 XP for that one game. I will never know. But again, if you want to watch that video, the video is in the description, and you can see how I scored that. It's absolutely insane. Like I said, you want to see my stats? There's my stats. I can care less about my stats. I'm not a kill death person. I'm not a stats person. I play the game to do challenges. And if you want to see how I've started setting up this season's game, you can find that information in the description as well. There's a video that will be going up after this one, and once I upload that video, I will add it in the description, talking about setting this game up. I've got my sheet and everything made up, camos. There's 3,900 camos in this game. We've got more camos in this game now than we've ever had before. You got 100 camos for every weapon, 39 weapons. Now, weapons do include the riot shield and the knife, just so you're aware of that. Those weapons are included. So you got 3,900 total weapons. And I can show you, actually I can show you a picture of what the camos look like. This is the camos portion of my sheet. I've got everything set up to where I am putting information into other sheets, and it automatically goes into the camos sheet. You notice there it says 5 attachments unlocked. We just had the double XP, double weapon XP. What I did was I went through and I unlocked the 5 attachments for every one of the main weapons, except for I think a couple of the shotguns and one sniper rifle. So now all my weapons are set, so when I go to do that weapon, I've already got 5 attachments unlocked. You can see right now I got 595 camos already completed out of the 3,900 camos in this game. I got 3,305 camos left to go. If you look at the top there, you see 2 blue lines. You see the Kilo and the M4A1. You see it says 99 of a -1. That -1 means I need 1 kill. 1 kill to get gold for that weapon. And as you can see, it says ready, yes or no, and I got yes, because those guns are ready for the Modern Warfare big game. And if you want to find out when that big game will go up, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell. That way you'll know when that game will go up. Don't know when it's going to be, because folks, almost 4,000 camos, it's going to take a while to go through those. I do have a playlist that's got all my high XP scoring games in it. If you want to check that out, there's 100,000 XP, a 300,000 XP, 500,000 XP. The 300,000 XP was a game after they released the 2 XP token. So that actually turned into a 700,000 XP game. But my highest XP to date is in Black Ops 4, and that is 600,000 plus XP. So yeah, I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and I know what I'm doing, and people like to give me flack, and they have absolutely no clue. And I guarantee you, what I'm doing, 90% of the other players cannot do and won't do, because they have to have that gold gun. They gotta play with that gold gun. I could care less. It's only a camo to me. I'll play with my Damascus if I like it after all my guns are done. I've always been that type of player. I don't believe in buying camos and stuff like that. I'd rather show off camos that I've earned as opposed to something I came out of pocket for that anybody could get. I'm not going to show you everything that's in the Battle Pass because you've already seen everything that is in the Battle Pass. I'm sure when you loaded the game up you saw everything. But one thing I will show you is we had 77 missions / challenges when the game released on day 1. We now just got an additional 75 more. So now we got a total of 152 missions / challenges, whatever you want to call them. That's up to you. We'll go take a look at those challenges now. Expert Gunsmith is the last one. Starting with Mara, however you pronounce her name. She is the first one. You can see you have a bunch of operators you can unlock. Then after the first couple, they unlock at every 10 tiers you go up. Then you've got 3 additional ones: Run and Gun, Quarterstone, and Engineer. So again, you can see right there, we've got more challenges we can do. And here I'll show you another page that I have put together, another one of my sheets. Here's my spreadsheet. You can see that I created, if you notice there at the bottom, you can see on the far left it says camos log. That's the picture you saw earlier. It shows you all the camos. In a second I'll show you a picture that shows you what the guns look like. It's actually an old picture. I've actually added something to that, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. But down here at the bottom, you can see the very last 3 lines. It says information for challenges for day 1. Challenges done, total challenges to do, and remaining challenges to do. You see it says 44, 77, 36. Now we got 77 challenges / missions, where you want to call them, on day 1. Okay? Then when we got the season 1 came out, we got an additional 75 more, which gave us 152. I'd already had more than half of the day 1 challenges / missions, whatever you want to call them, done. I got 41 of the 36 done. From the time I took this snapshot, I already completed the first character, and that's Mara. Again, I'm horrible. I apologize. I'm horrible when it comes to pronouncing names, but I've already got her done. So you see, it says 3 there, but I have to actually go in and change it to 4 because there's 4 stages for her. So I now have 45 of the 152 completed. So I have 107 left to do. Okay, and here is the chart. Now what I do is I create a basic chart, and then I have to constantly update the chart as we go on, because for instance, you got the kilo right here, and you got the FAL. Okay, now the unlocks for these weapons are totally different. I know it says 2, 10, 17, 26, but it might be 2, 10, 17, 26 for one weapon. Then the next weapon, it might be 2, 13, 19, 29. Each weapon has totally different times you unlock. There are some weapons that don't unlock the reptile until 71. So again, what I do is I just basically update this as I go along. Now, the M column is highlighted there in the blue. There's actually now a N column. And what I do with that is, actually let me show you this next picture, make it easier to understand. Now here's a picture it looks like when I'm doing camos. Okay, you can see the blue boxes there. The tiger, I need 1 kill left to finish off the tiger. So what I'll do is, once I get that 1 kill, I will only use 4 attachments on a gun. Now the only setback with this here is you can't do any challenges with this weapon that requires you to pick up an enemy's weapon and get kills with it, because there's always a good chance that you're going to pick up a weapon that's, say it's going to have 5 attachments, and if you get that 1 gun, you're going to unlock gold for that weapon, and it's going to mess everything up for you. So it's, you got to have a little self-restraint and not do that weapon, not pick up guns off the ground. I will find myself, if I run out of ammunition or something and I'm not running scavenger or an ammo box, I will just kill myself, because I cannot take the chance of picking up a weapon. I can early into the game cycle once we get later into the game's life cycle, I really can't take a chance on picking up any weapons. If I only got a couple done, then I can do that because I've only got a couple done. If I have my chart open and I pick up a weapon and I know what it is, I can look at the chart and see what I've got to do on that weapon, which is nice to have because if I do have the chart open, then I can say, okay, well, I need to get mounted kills, or I need to get long shot kills. And if I'm picking up somebody's weapon, then I can actually use that weapon as my benefit. Sometimes I will actually use the standard classes that are set up already for you. If you don't pick one of your credit classes, you got the standard classes. Sometimes I will use those weapons and work on challenges because they've already got all the attachments and everything and stuff on them. So there's just a number of things that go into this. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I know this video is to talk about the Battle Pass, but if you're interested in a copy of this worksheet, let me know. Just keep in mind, this is an ongoing process. Now, when I started to say earlier, you see column M there, there's now a column N. And what I do is, there is 10 camos for every line. You don't count where it says total. So your first camo is the desert snake, and it goes all the way across. So however many green blocks I have colored in that column that's in now, I put that number there. And that number is linked to the camos page. So when you go and look at the camos page, whatever number it says, like right now, if this was current and I was to go look at that camos page, even though the topo, that's supposed to be green, because if you notice for the smoke, that's marked as finished. So I just hadn't colored that one in green yet. So even though that's supposed to be green, let's just take that as green. There's only 3 camos that's left to finish. So over on that page, it's going to show that there is a total of 97 camos out of the 100. So when I get those other 2 done, it will show I have 99 camos out of 100 is what you see is what the current page looks like. I hope that kind of makes sense on how I do this. Again, I have no problem sharing this with people. Like I said, I basically have everything set up, but again, just keep in mind that this is an ongoing process. So every time you unlock a weapon, you might have to tweak the page and everything. What you don't want to do is you don't want to mess with the numbers in column N and the numbers on the camos page, because those are all linked up. The other numbers and stuff you can change, like you see for the FR556, all those red numbers. So as I put numbers in where the red boxes are, all those numbers change. So again, I have everything linked up because I've been doing this forever, folks. I've been doing this for a long time, and this is why I play Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty to have 1,000 KD. I don't play Call of Duty for any other reason but to complete camos and to complete challenges. That's what I love to do. That's the main reason why I play Call of Duty. I play a lot of solo because of the fact that I don't want to drag a team down. Now, if I find that I'm on a team and they're doing good, then I will play a little better than I normally would. But if I'm working on certain challenges and stuff that requires me to do certain stuff, my challenges always take top priority when I'm playing. And for me to be the kind of player I am, they have to. And especially with the way this game is set up now, you can only pick one challenge. It's not like before that you can just play the game and you get progress on anything you do. It's not that way no more. Out of all those 152 challenges, 152 challenges, folks, this is what really bites. You've got 152 missions / challenges, and you can only pick one at a time to do. One. That is insane. That is unfair, and they will never change that. And again, that's why one of the tips I could give you is when you're doing your daily challenges, always go through, which is easy for me to do because I have the spreadsheet. I have everything inputted on the spreadsheet. always go through your challenges and find out what challenges you have that coincide with your daily challenges, so you're taking care of 2 things at one time. For instance, we had the finishing moves. We had to get 10 finishing moves. Well, if you watch my finishing moves video, when I unlocked Kruger, I think is what his name is, I finished off the daily challenge and Kruger all at the same time, because I worked those hand in hand together. And I tell you what, if I remember, I'll link to that video in the description as well. There'll be a bunch of links down below, but the first one's going to be ESRB. Now on to the purchase of the Battle Pass. You see right there, purchasing the Battle Pass. Got the first 20 tiers for free, which also gave me a couple of the blueprints, and that's where we sit right now. Lethal dose. A lot of that stuff I don't use. Actually, right now I'm running a heart on all of my weapons, as well as my clan tag that you see right there. RIP BP, because this time last year we lost a very, very close family member, and due to a heart attack. So that's the purpose I'm running the heart on all my weapons, as a little memory of him, because he was a hell of a man, and I guarantee you there's not too many people out there that are like him, and it's a real shame. It's a real shame. I guess that the man upstairs needed a special angel, and that's who he called. So there's Kruger, I told you that I unlocked earlier. Got him unlocked now. Taking these characters we unlocked. And this one guy on here on the Coalition, I gotta show him to you here in a second. There's a guy that does a lot of scuba diving on YouTube, and he so reminds me of him. There's his information, shows you the different things that you can put on him. Mara, I guess is how you pronounce her name. I have a video going up after this one. This character right here, Wyatt. There's a guy on YouTube that looks just like him. Maybe this person here is a little older than he is, but yeah, looks just like him. I wonder if his friends is telling him a lot, because he's young enough. I'm sure he probably plays Call of Duty when he's not scuba diving in the water. Jigging with something or another is his channel. So I selected him and I selected her, 2 of the new characters, and that's what I will be playing as. Here's a watch, and I think this watch is pretty cool, because not only does it show you your ranking, it also shows you your time, which I think is also nice. And that is real time too, folks. I've even checked it during gameplay, and when I saw it, because it mainly shows you your ranking during gameplay, but every now and then the time will come up, and sure enough, it is the exact time. So that is a real live count on that clock on your watch, which I think is pretty neat. Well, this video is long enough, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I spoke about a lot more stuff in this video than I wanted to, but I wanted to give you a bunch of information. And again, if you get the opportunity and you have COD points given to you, do not waste them just because you got them. Save them. If you can be like I was and did not use them at all in Black Ops 4, it got me my Season 1 Battle Pass. And then I get my 1,300 COD points back. That's going to give me 2,700 COD points. Or actually, it'll be because I think I had 11. So give me, I think I have another 1,100 comments, so I'll have 2,500, excuse me, COD points. So then I can take and buy the 1,000 one, and then when you buy the 1,000 season pass COD points, it just keeps replenishing itself. Again, here's all the characters, and you can see these here you can't do until you get to that point. Her, again, I have a video coming up right after her. I'm gonna go. At this point, I'm going ahead and activating her, because again, you can only do one thing at a time, which I think really bites. The other thing is, does that not look like a calling card that's right next to her image where it says green dust? But that's not, it's just a picture. Why are you going to give the impression of a calling card and you don't give nobody the calling card? That's something else I don't understand. But you'll find out more about her in the video in the description. Again, thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for watching. And daggone it, this is a long video. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on, and I'm out of here.